The 12-kilometer trek to Dzukou Valley, starting from Vishwema village, has two parts. The first part is a steep climb through a dense forest to the top of a mountain, and the second part is a trail descending into the valley and a long hike to the Dzuko Valley summit. The landscape takes interesting turns at multiple phases of this trek. We were accompanied by our new friend Sangamitra and our guide Kenny on this adventurous trek to Dzuko Valley. The drive to the base point was very bumpy. No vehicles apart from off-roaders can steer through these paths. On the way, a porter who was carrying supplies to Dzuko camp asked for a lift. He was okay in sitting on the stepney as we had already 4 people in the car. He was so thankful that he even offered us some of his native snacks that he was carrying for himself.
नाम क्या है इसका?
नाम रोटी
रोटी बोलते हैं इसको?
ये तो
मेरा फ्राइज पाउडर
उन लोग का रोटी है ये उन लोग का नेपाली का ना मोला
Really nice, no?
Do you like
जैसे वो
unni pap?
Let's go.
Row up the hill gently like.
We then started to the first part of the trek, the climb to the top of the mountain. This was the part that tested our strength, and it was a really steep climb.
ये सारा सामान लेके आप पहले पहुंच जाएंगे हमारे से. I am ashamed.
The path was uneven and through a dense forest. Thankfully, December was not a rainy season, so it was not slippery. But we knew Dzuko was going to be really cold. This lady had nearly done 7 surgeries on her lower body, and she still was slowly but happily trekking up. Very inspiring. We then reached the first resting point of the stretch. From here, we could spot the nearby villages. And finally, after a good 2 hours of exhausting steep climb, we completed the first part and reached the top of this mountain.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Of course.
Mountains has this beautiful energy that keeps you high and happy. No matter how difficult a trek is, you would always want to do it again. After a 30 minutes break, we started the second part of the trek, the descent into the valley and the long hike to the summit. This part of the trek tested our stamina and patience, and it was really tiring for me.
On earth. See how the landscape is changing, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
On this side of the mountain, we saw the landscape taking its first major shift, and it was beautiful. On one side, it was all dense forest hillocks, and on the other side, it was something else and absolutely stunning. Never have we ever seen anything like this before, and we were totally mind blown. Just look at this. I can't even describe this. At around 2,500 meters above sea level, Dzukou Valley sits high amongst the clouds at the border of Nagaland and Manipur in northeast India.
Come on. Oh. It's like, it's not mountains with trees, it's mountains with shrubs, which is just making it bushy, right? It's like just out of nowhere.
Oh my god. My legs are burning. It's literally burning. Tired.
Are you okay, baby?
Tired. I think I lost my voice also. Shut up. Oh, looks nice. The shots are going to be crappy. Super tired. Can't think of a good angle. But I hope.
Merry Christmas!
I don't know how she's not tired. She's supposed to be tired.
That's the most saddest Santa Claus song ever.
Up in the mountain. Oh. So we are now sitting in the at the echo point. Subscribe, like, share for you also.
Only if you like it. No pressure.
I should edit her out. Okay, finally we are here. Okay.
Now, there are 3 types of accommodations at the summit. One was a cottage which was really unclean. Then there were dormitories and we could rent blankets and sleeping mats, which again was not clean. And there were tents on rent or we could bring our own. We really wished if we had brought our own tents, sleeping bags and food. That would have made this experience a lot better. The whole night there were people sitting around the bonfire, singing and just being merry, while the temperatures outside dropped below zero. It was a crazy and beautiful night. We were exhausted and went to sleep, waiting to wake up early to see the sunrise. It was freezing in the morning and there was frost almost everywhere. We hiked to the helipad and somehow managed to get some good drone shots.